Good morning all, we're off again on our first sail of the day.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for joining us today.
Okay, so today we're trying to do better boat control, work with the centreboard a bit more, and we're going to try and plot ourselves a course at some point, although this morning might just be getting back into the swing of things. Okay, so I want the centreboard fully down.
We're on our new for us Gull Dinghy, which we bought a couple of weeks ago, which you can see in last week's episode or the week before. And yeah, Dan's doing an amazing job as the helmsman, and it's just another beautiful morning on the lake. We're all by ourselves. There's actually no fishermen, which is nice, so we're not going to get told off.
No, I've noticed a fisherman.
Oh, Dan's noticed a fisherman, okay. So we could get told off.
Quite tricky conditions today. It's quite gusty. Still struggling to work out my window end is still quite poor. So suddenly we're going really quick, quick for us, and then we're not moving at all.
A lot more unpredictable than it was a few days ago.
It's also very difficult to film and learn this stuff at the same time. Okay, so I'm just trying to go around in a circle at the moment, around the big weed patch in the middle. Done it once, I'm going to try it again, just keep doing the same course. Now I'm going to reverse the course after that.
Okay.
Depending on how hungry I get.
That's the weed patch we've been trying to show you. Don't know if you can see it very well there, but apparently it's going to be cut this week. Just going to pop in, yeah?
I'm going to practice a bit of recovery actually. Just got to adjust a few cameras.
Recovery practice time. Let's see how well we do.
On second thoughts, we're going back out again. May not really know how to get back in. The winds are a completely different direction from last time, as you can expect, but it's working out how to get back. I'm not worried about it. We made it in, haven't we, Bob?
That was actually a really smooth recovery, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit fluky. I'm not sure it's orthodox, but we did it. This is a new technique for holding onto your boat on the pontoon. If you want to adopt this technique, we're going to call it what we're going to call it?
We're going to call it the dangle leg hold.
Dangle leg hold.
Hang on, let me get a shot of it. That is the dangle leg hold. Launch number 2. Oh, nice bit of wind there.
Felt quite smooth.
We'd like to continue our learning on lakes, and we're planning a trip to the Lake District. So if anyone knows of their favourite spots where they launch on the Lakes District, that would be really handy, because we'd like to go up for a week and poodle about, wouldn't we, Bobs?
Yeah.
Giving those lovely friends a wide berth.
I think there's a heron on the bank there, though, love.
Oh.
Okay, so here I've got my approach back to getting towards the pontoon a bit wrong. I don't realise this yet, but we're getting way too close to these buoys. So I'm trying to avoid them, and I've misjudged how far out the boom reaches. Now I knew I crashed into the buoy, but what I didn't know was that the main sheet was catching around the tops on those poles. And this is the one that really got us in trouble. And you can see it span the boat around. And I haven't worked out that we're caught yet. I've just thought, what's going on with the boom? So I'm looking around to see what the problem is. And then I've worked it out. So we're caught now on this buoy pole thing. And the wind is blowing onto shore here. So it's a lee shore. And we take off. And I think if I'd been a bit quicker on that, if I had a bit more skill, I understood that the sheet was too far out. I haven't worked out what's going on with the sheets here at all. And you can see it's all soft around the tiller. So we're just getting blown sideways here. But if I had pulled that in, I reckon I could have got us back. Rose on the paddle. Trying to get us out. And I'm not sure quite why we didn't manage this. It's because we tried another turn. And we didn't have enough speed. And so we just got blown straight onto that pontoon on the left there. And now we've got no chance because we've got weeds on behind where the camera is. We've got buoys in front of the camera. And so now we're trying to work out what to do. And there's no way out of here except for paddling. But we didn't know that, so we stayed around here for quite a few minutes. Trying to work out another escape route. Road gets on and off to see if we can turn the boat round. Trying all sorts of different options. But in the end, we don't manage it. Okay, I think we just got caught in what's called a leeward wind, I think. We might correct that in some sort of writing up here at some point. Yeah, we got caught on that pontoon over there. Just there. We had the weeds here, the buoys there. So, not our greatest bit of sailing so far. It wasn't stressful, was it?
No, it wasn't stressful
It wasn't stressful. No. But what we ended up doing was pulling the boat. Well, we tried to actually launch from there, which was a mistake. Then we went through all these weeds, let the mainsail down, let jib part way down, and then we tried paddling, and then in the end we got to this embankment just there, got off and just pulled it around on the painter. So we're back now, safe and sound. Still friends?
Yes.
Just about.
Just about. At the moment we're trying to improve our wind awareness. So we've got some telltales to put on the shrouds. Yeah, so that's the project at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's a few problems we're facing just with the sort of boat control, the mechanics of the boat. The tiller is too long, so when I'm pushing the tiller through, well, through where we're sat, I'm hitting the crew, the wife, which is never a good thing. So I need to shorten that to make that a little bit easier. We're also going to change around to an aft main. So at the moment we've got a centre main. We're going to bring the sheet to the back of the boat to make that give us a bit more space in the boat again. Yeah, so we're going to drill a few holes, tie a few knots. We need to do more adjustments as well. So the jib sheets are set up so for single-handed as well, it seems. So for the crew to actually get hold of the jib sheets is quite tough. So basically you're just manually controlling them at the moment. Yeah. We'll leave that one for now because that only affects you. And we'll sort all the stuff out that makes my life easier.
So what's plan project number one?
I think we'll change this to an aft main to begin with. Take out this little bit here, which I think is just uncleating it, and I think that spring will come off. And we'll just make a note of this. This has just got, we just need to swap this around. So my understanding is we just swap that for that, and then we should be fine. Glad I bought these pliers. So first stage looks pretty simple. That looks right to me. So do we need anything on there at all? I don't think we do. Okay, so the next bit is just to get that middle bit out. We won't be going out today. We're not going out today in this, are we?
Definitely not. I'm not ready for that.
Oh, no, we're not.
I look forward to the day when we are ready for it.
So can you just act like the wind again?
Oh yeah. Windy's back.
Yeah, you can be the wind, blow into it. So if I pull on that, Is that putting it in?
Yeah.
I wonder if the twisty thing would be better on here because it would give it a nicer shape. That's probably better to use, isn't it?
That one was here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to come up, and then does it go back through there and back down again? In principle, I think that would work. So could you be the wind again? To me that looks about right, but we will check before we go out whether that's correct. If any of you knows of a really good book that describes how to set up aft mains, centre mains, simple rigging instructions for dinghies, leave that in the comments below. That would be most appreciated. We are going to just to play around with the tiller, see if we can put a few different holes in it to give us some adjustment. So the problem we're having is once I've put this in, all we've got is a hole right on the end, which is not giving me enough, well, it's giving me too much length. I've got all sorts of jokes I could have made then, but I didn't make any of them.
No.
I left it. It's a kid-friendly channel.
Yes.
So basically, Rose sat around here quite often to balance the boat out, and then I'm struggling to get this through smoothly. So I don't think we need too much, do we?
No.
I mean, the other thing that's happening was, because the rope was here, the main sheet was coming down here, that takes even more out of it. So just taking the main sheet out from centre main to aft main is going to create loads more space. I reckon if I give it a couple, like maybe 2 holes, one here and one there, because it's not a massive amount, is it? And also, if we start putting that right back, this is going to become harder and harder to handle. I guess the longer that leverage is, the easier it is to manoeuvre that rudder. That will give me loads of room. That will well, doesn't it? Sweet, that is good. That is going to be so much better. That's exciting because look at all this space. It's going to be really lovely to go out with all this space. The only thing I've got to learn now is everything's the same except I'm going to be turning my back, because now it's an aft main, so I'm going to be turning around. So back to the original way we learnt back in Salcombe, isn't it?
Excellent, well done, Bobs.
So do you feel like you're going to have more space at the front now? Do we need to do anything more to like your area, do you think?
No, I'm very happy with my area.
Okay.
But it's just, yeah, it's good to know that I'm not in your way, hopefully. So, we've bought these telltales, so let's have a look and see how they attach to the shroud. And of course we've got the red and the green, which is port and starboard. Red being the port, starboard being the green.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't know that.
You know that, okay.
Now I do.
There's your little telltale. I think that could really help.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, so port is red, because is there any port left in the bottle?
Which side is that on the boat?
Left.
Is that on the left, is it?
Yeah. Is there any port left in the bottle, and port being red?
Okay, cool.
That's how I work anyway. If anyone else has got any tips on remembering
Is there
port
any
and
port
starboard.
left in the bottle? So you're saying that's left-hand side, and then the other side is?
And then the green is starboard. They are designed to put on mainsails, but we've already got a few telltales on the mainsail, so we thought we'd just create our own little way of attaching them. To all those engineers out there, I apologise. Should it be this way?
So the wind is always coming from the east, is it?
It's not going to work, is it?
I don't think so, no.
No.
Anyway, it's worth a try. So this is attempt 2. It's given us some sort of indication of where the wind's coming from, so we're going to leave it as is and probably sew it on later on. So telltale's on, aft main installed, and also a few extra adjustments on the tiller.
That over there is the machine that pulls out the weeds from the lake. Apparently they're going to do a bit more today.
So I would say it's a lot less of it. There's still a patch over there, but it looks like a lot less.
Yeah.
This looks way clearer.
I have been inquiring at a place in Ullswater in the Lake District for us to be able to go up there, hopefully with our Gull. and store the Gull there for a week. So we might be doing that in a couple of weeks. So they've got back and said absolutely, we're really welcome. We can keep our boat there and also use their boats. And they've also got instructors if we wanted to have like a little refresher or, you know, practice what you do in a leeward wind situation. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, looking forward to that hopefully.
I think that lake is 7.5 miles long. Should be plenty to explore there.
And incredible scenery as well.
It's going to be gorgeous.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. And also to have a whole week of literally sailing.
We've got a free weekend, which we didn't have last weekend because we were in Bath celebrating things.
Yeah, celebrating. We went to an amazing live jazz concert outside at the Bath American Museum, which if you're ever around Bath, I highly recommend because it's got the most beautiful gardens, stunning view into the Bath Valley. And yes, we had live jazz and a meal outside on the terrace, and it was a gorgeous evening, wasn't it?
Fantastic. So yeah. I definitely recommend jazz outdoors at the American Museum if you can ever do that.
Yeah.
Wonderful stuff.